This is gonna burn you. You might burn your house down. Hey guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys a little tutorial. Colored bracelet. I haven't improved since the last time I filmed this video, so hopefully you guys understand a little bit more, kind of know how to basically explain it and how to make them and bring them nicer and better and tighter. So I'm gonna show you guys all the materials that you guys are gonna be needing. First things first, you're gonna be needing some string. I use a nylon Espiga string. You guys always ask me what kind of size I use, and I use size number 18, and number 18 it comes with the red tube just like this one. You guys can also use number 9 string, which is the yellow tube, which is thinner than the regular number 18. Okay, so other than string, you're gonna be needing a bracelet jig just like this one. They have a wooden one and a plastic one. This is a plastic one, so how it looks like. It already comes with the clips and this little middle part, and you do have to assemble it because it does come disassembled. That's not the word they say. Another thing you're gonna need, if you want, this is optional, you don't really need it, little beads. These little beads are faucet beads, and I get these from the Amazon, which are linked in my Amazon storefront. These charms are optional again. These ones, I have vendors for my charms. You guys can find almost every single charm on Amazon, Etsy, Alibaba, Express. It doesn't really matter. I use stainless steel or 925 sterling silver for silver ones, and for gold, I use gold plated 14 or 16K, because other than that, it's like too yellowy.
You don't want that to happen.
Another thing you're gonna be needing are a pair of scissors, and I recommend like a really good sharp pair of scissors. These ones that I like to use are from Hobby Lobby. They're like $6, I think. Also, I say like 12 and under, even like 15, because I'll be. Make sure to have a parent adult with you, or at least have permission from them, because this is gonna burn you. You might burn your house down. That's all the materials you're gonna need to make these 2 colored bracelets. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's start to make the bracelet. So once you added all your charms and beads to the base, you're gonna be needing 4 pieces of 8 inches of string. So I'm doing 2 yellow and 2 blue for this one. Then you're gonna make a loop just like this. You're gonna get one of the ends and put them together and create this loop. You can make it bigger or smaller, and I like to do like a medium size so I don't use too much of the original string that I'm gonna be needing to braid the bracelet. Once you have both loops done, you're going to grab the right side and put it on top of the left one. So the blue is going to go through the yellow one like this. You're going to do this motion at the bottom of the base. So you're going to start from the bottom. You're going to put the blue on top of the yellow one, just like that. You're going to put the yellow one on top of the base. And you're going to pull the rest of the blue string through the yellow loop. And you're going to pull as tight as you can, because it's going to be your first knot that you have finished. Once you created the first knot, that's the easiest part. You're going to make the second one. And to do the second loop, you're going to grab the left side, put it on top of the base. Then you're going to grab your right side, put it underneath the one that you just put on top. And through the loop from the left side, you're going to pull through the excess string just like this, and you're going to pull tightly. Now your second knot is done, and you're going to repeat this on each side, alternating from left, right. So whichever side you're doing first, since we did the left side first, you're going to continue doing it on the right and then the left. And if you don't know how to figure out which one you're doing next, in my case, if you're following the way that I did it, then the blue one, which any color that you're using, is going to be the one that you do next. Depending on how many knots you're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing 28 knots. You're going to count either while you're making them or after. And I'm going to show you guys how to count each knot after you're done making your knots. We're going to count the knots, and in my case, my knots that are poking out are the blue ones. So make sure to have the correct side on your end. But we're going to count the blue ones on my end, and we're going to start all the way from the top. The top one is the one they created with the 2 loops, and that's going to be the first knot. Then you're going to go from the left to the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 knots done, so I only need 18 more knots. For this bracelet, I'm going to be doing 28 knots. I'm going to continue to make the knots. So it's basically just braiding the bracelet, the same thing you did in the beginning. You're going to continue to do it all the way to the end of the bracelet. But if you're wondering what happens if you accidentally do the same knot on the same side, I'm going to show you guys what to do and how it's going to look like if this ends up happening to you. I'm doing 3 knots on the same side, which is the right side. You guys can see it's already twisting, and instead of the blue being on the top of the knot, it's the yellow. And say you try to fix it and do it on the other side once you caught your mistake, what you're going to be needing to do is you're going to undo the bracelet. So you're going to unravel it just like this. Just pull it slowly. It's really easy to take off. You're just going to take off all the knots until you get back to the original blue, either on your left or on your right side. And I ended off on the right side. So since I ended up on the right side, I'm going to be needing to put the yellow string on top of the base and the blue one's going to go over it. So whichever one is on the right, you're going to continue to do it on the left. And remember to alternate. If anything helps, when I started off, I started saying left, right, left, right, left, right, or right, left, depending on what side you're doing it in the beginning. And this kind of helps out. And then at the end, count each knot. And then once you get a little bit better, you can count the knots while you're actually braiding them. So I'm going to finish off the bracelet. I'm going to finish my 18 knots, and then at the end I'm going to show you guys what you're going to need to do to seal the bracelet so you can start on the next side. Using your pair of scissors, you're going to need to cut as close as possible to the bracelet, just like this. You're going to need a little tiny little stud piece just so you can burn it. You're going to cut all 4 ends of the bracelet, and then using your lighter, of course with the permission of your parent or guardian, you're going to light one of the ends for at least 3 seconds, no more, no less, so you won't burn yourself really badly. It's a little bit warm. If you're just starting off, it might burn you, but that's okay. You're going to light it for 3 seconds, press firmly, and you're done. And you're going to do this to all 4 ends, and I accidentally burned myself here, but that is okay and perfectly fine. This might happen to you, and it's okay. If you guys need some ice, get some ice or some water. Have officially completed the first side of the bracelet, and now we're going to do the second side of the bracelet. Now we're going to do the second side. It's the same exact thing that you did on the first side. If you guys want to repeat the video, you guys can, but I'm going to do a faster way of showing you guys on this side. So again, you're going to create your 2 loops. The right goes on top of the left one goes on top of the base, and the right string goes through the loop of the bracelet. Then you're going to pull as tight as you can, close to your charms and beads, so everything will be perfectly aligned together. And you're just going to pinch them, and you're going to have your first knot done. Then to start off on the next side, since this is the right loop, you're going to do the left loop. So the left string goes on top of the base, the right one goes on top, under, and through it, and you're going to pull. And now you have created already 2 knots, and you're going to continue doing this until the end of the bracelet. And again, for this one, I'm only doing 28 knots depending on what type of bracelet you're doing. Sometimes it's 35, 28, 27. So I'm gonna continue the bracelet here, speed through it, and I'll see you guys at the end. Once you have completed your bracelet, again, you're going to cut the ends, all 4 ends, as close as possible, and you're going to burn each end for 3 seconds. If you burn it for longer than 3 seconds, your bracelet is going to burn and it might fall off if you accidentally get it too close to the base. So make sure to get it just on where you made the knots instead of the base of the bracelet. Now what we're going to do is the adjustable part of the bracelet, and if you can start and make the entire bracelet, then you can make the adjustable part. It's way easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your bracelet. Congratulations, you have finished it. It's beautiful. Now I like to put them together like this. The right side goes in the front and the left one goes on the back, and I'm going to pull them to create them horizontally like this. I'm going to put both of the ends on the bracelet jig just on one side so I can create the adjustable part. Once you put the ends on the bracelet jig, you're going to be needing 6 to 8 inches of string, and I'm using red number 18 string, and you're going to be doing 8 knots for the adjustable part. If you're doing number 9 string, I recommend doing 9 knots. Same thing if you're using satin string, I recommend to do 9 knots for that one as well. And you're going to do the same thing as you did in the beginning, but instead of doing it 2 different colors, it's just one solid color. You're going to put them through. We're just going to create a little knot, and you're going to do it again left, right, the same method you did it in the beginning. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that here, and you guys can just watch because it's kind of complicated to explain, but you're only going to be doing 8 knots, okay? And of course, you're just gonna cut and burn the ends, and then you have finished the adjustable part. The last thing that we need to do to officially finish the bracelet is making the 2 knots at the end. And for this, you're gonna be needing a piece of straw. It has to be tiny, it can be thin. I don't recommend a really thick one, so try to find a thin, like one of those colorful Dollar Tree straws. So please pay really close attention because this is kind of complicated. So I'm going to do it the first time and then slow it down the second time. So what we're going to do is put the string behind the straw. You're going to make the loops towards you, but it's going to go backwards instead of forward. So it's going to go towards the bracelet instead of away. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You see how it's going towards the bracelet? And then the extra string that you have on your fingers, you're going to put it through the bottom part of the straw. And I recommend it to go closer to the end of the straw than the middle, so you guys can pull it through. Pull the straw from the top and pull the rest of the string to create the first knot. And you're going to do this on the same thing on the other side, and then we can adjust it to either make it longer or shorter, so it'll be the same length on both sides. Again, you're going to put the string behind the straw and you're going to make the first loop towards you. The second loop should look like an X, just like this. And the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. Usually for all my bracelets, I like to do 5 to 6 knots. But if I have shorter string, I like to do 4. So the string's going to go through the bottom of the straw. And then you're going to take the straw off and pull the bracelet. And then again, you're just going to cut and burn the ends like usual. And congratulations, you have officially made your first square knot 2 colored bracelet. It's not that hard. I think it's pretty easier than making a normal one, honestly. But let me know what you guys think, and if you guys want more tutorials, please let me know down below in the comments, and I'll gladly do them for you. So that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I explained it a little bit clearer and better. I try to go really slow. I know a lot of you guys are here as beginners, or you guys already make them and want to get better. We're all gonna grow together, so I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I love you guys. Bye.